Welcome, Mooncat viewers. I am very excited to bring you this month's Mooncat reading. This is a special reading that I like to do, which is done under the influence of the moon and by the guidance of Cat Spirit. So if you're feeling like you have a feline soul, then you are in the right place. I'll begin by getting a theme card for the reading, and we're going to do that using some Tarot of a Moon Garden. This month's moon is about about growth. And it's about taking the valuable things that we can from the lessons of our past. And here we have the Seven of Cups as our theme card. With the Seven of Cups, we're perhaps looking at multiple options. And yet some of the options that we're considering are illusions, or perhaps that castle in the sky kind of dream. And the objective in this card is to choose the cup that's going to carry you forward and bring you will bring you all the rewards of cups that cups bring. So your emotional support. What I am going to do is bring our lovely cat forward, because I did not mean to cover that darling up. We'll just bring that lovely cat forward here. There we go. So we're looking at a way to bring the creative imagination into reality. But there's some challenges that are in this. And there's a kind of, there's an indication here of being in a state of confusion. This is why there's so many clouds in the image. There is this sense of disconnection, of perhaps feeling that you are off course and not in alignment with your true purpose. And so then the quest is to find that purpose again, to realign yourself with it. The Seven of Cups is a test, a card that tests you. It's a challenge. It's a challenge to your ability to choose wisely. And this is a balanced choice between spirit and ego. That's the way to put it. Between what's high and what's spiritual, and what is physically fulfilling on earth. So there seems to be a contention where something in the soul is going unfulfilled, and it's calling out. It's calling out to make a different choice, to make a wiser choice that will be more in alignment. So there are ways to get back into alignment if you feel that you're out of alignment, and especially if you can find a way to get in touch with nature. Actually, physically going out and just being in nature for a while. Whatever that place may be to you. So for some, that place that brings you back to your soul might be a beach, and being near the ocean water, or it might be a forest. or it might be a mountain. It's the natural place that calls to you, that calls to your soul. And so to spend some time there to help you realign with yourself and to help you make choices going forward, because this is a time where also the timing of it is that it's important at this moment to make a proper choice. It's important so that you can have your greatest joy, and the greatest joy doesn't really come from earthly accomplishments. It comes from being in alignment with our soul. So if you're feeling jaded or finding yourself falling into a negative space, then there's an option to reattune to feeling the gratitude for the little things, the small joys of life. Look around and find. This is your mental exercise or your spiritual exercise. When you're out in nature, look around and identify 5 small joys. Things that you can feel deep gratitude for. Okay, so this is the theme we're going to bear in mind as we turn to the cat spirit for guidance here. I think it's quite fitting because a cat spirit is one that can bridge worlds, bridging heaven and earth, bringing together, unifying, traveling back and forth. Those of you who have cats, have you ever noticed where they just seem to suddenly appear out of nowhere, or they're suddenly darting from one room to the next very quickly? Okay. I'm not surprised to see the magician here, because we've been talking about making the choice about how we're going to shape our life going forward. The shape of your life going forward. It's no small task to decide. The encouragement in the magician card is that you have everything you need to make the right choice. Oh, right, if you have cats, so they can seem to suddenly appear out of nowhere. And I sometimes teasingly think that they're quite magical, secretly magical, and have the ability to teleport and do magical things that we just barely catch out of the corner of our eye. Of course, that's just amusing. It's not factual, but they do have mystical presence, and they have certain great intuition, great highly intuitive powers, excellent instinct for self-defense, and incredible independence. But they know how to have that independent boundary and also still have close, loving, caring relationships. They know that it's important to play. Okay, so with the challenge that's brought forth by the 7 of Cups, I do see this moving in a positive direction. Like the clouds, think about if you've been in a place of uncertainty or doubt about who you are or what you're here to do. It's like these clouds are going to part. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All beautiful so far. Wonderful. See, a wonderful story is unfolding here in the cards. Let's see if I can give you a good view here. Okay, this feels like a complete message. I'm going to halt right here. And then we'll get some more oracle guidance going forward. But let's take a look at what we have. All right, so as I said, this challenge presented by the Seven of Cups card is moving in a very positive direction. So this is you finding your way. I don't know if you're like me, but it took me forever to figure that out. Some people just instantly know and instantly find what they need to be doing, and they're just immediately successful. And for others like me, it takes a lifetime to figure it out. Finding my purpose was one of the things that really confused me and took a long time. So I understand being in that Seven of Cups state very well. I know how that feels and how there can even be a sense of desperation in it. But you can take great relief in knowing that if you're not there already, you're about to break through those clouds and find your way forward. So all of my talk about the magical abilities of cats is to say that they are excellent guides through the confusion. They are so spiritually keen. And the spiritual guidance of the cat is the same way. There is no lack of confidence in a cat navigating the darkness. Their senses are attuned enough that they are quite comfortable being able to see and hear at night. And so when we need a guide to take us forward, to find our way, and we're lost, a cat is an excellent friend to turn to. And so if you already feel alignment with cat spirit, you may want to do things to bring you closer with that animal spirit guide. And especially do like an animal spirit guide meditation. There are plenty of those available on YouTube. I have had some amazing responses to some of those very same meditations that you might be surprised when animal shows up, but try to hold cat in your mind and see if you can come into contact with cat and receive guidance there. Now, when you receive guidance from an animal spirit guide, it's most likely not going to be words. You're going to receive a sort of knowing or emotional guidance. Emotional, intuitive guidance. And it can feel strange communicating in that way if you're not used to it. But if you can calmly receive that information, it can be a very helpful guide to the way forward. Okay, so we see the Magician here, and as I was talking about before, the Magician is that card of manifestation, but it is also saying that you have the talents, the skills, the ability, you have everything that you need to move forward and find and fulfill that purpose that you're looking for. And the Eight of Pentacles tells me that you're going to be very successful at your work. This is such a, I'm sorry, these illustrations are just cute. That's why I was laughing a little bit. So if you take a close look at that card, and this cat's been hard at work. Look at all the work that it's been doing, making those paintings, making those each and every work of art there. So the Eight of Pentacles is like this. It's building and perfecting a skill, building and perfecting a talent, and then being able to make that lucrative. So it's becoming more and more successful at a skill or talent, and then having a monetary reward come back to you that is equal to the effort that you've put in or to the level to which you've risen. And then that's wonderful. You're going to find your path. You find the thing that your soul needs you to do, and then you do it. You get to work, and you learn to do it, and then you learn to do it better until you're great at it. And then that is what puts you in the Fool's energy. And the Fool's energy is opening up to a brand new life, a whole new day kind of feeling. For those of you who watch the daily card readings, we just had the Fool come out in that reading too. So this is definitely an energy that you're heading towards. The Fool card tells me that life becomes beautiful and optimistic again. So if you were in a place where you weren't able to feel those high vibrational energies, now you're in alignment with them, and you're on cloud nine. You're feeling like you can do anything, and you can. So that's wonderful. But then it seems that there may be a challenge that comes in along the way. So at this moment, as you're gaining the momentum in the new direction, as life is feeling good again and you're feeling confident again, then comes in this challenge where once again you're feeling conflicted between the heart and the mind. And this is a challenge that's happening along the journey to your true self and to finding your true personal power. There needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance between the heart and the mind. Use judgment, but listening to the wisdom of the heart at the same time. And so the power that is gained from this challenge in this card is the ability to know and speak your truth from a place that is balanced and powerful. There's a significance to the blindfolds that we see here, and this is like a sensory deprivation. This is to shut yourself off from the sensory input of the physical world by, for example, going into a meditative state in order to tune into that wisdom of the heart to help you carry forward as your most authentic self. And I do see a rewarding outcome again here after this challenge, because then we see that Six of Pentacles card. So this is the cat with wings. It looks very much self-assured, self-actualized. Very much it is in the power of understanding its own true nature, of being authentic, of being its true self. It's empowered by those wings. And with the Six of Pentacles card, that means there is success and wealth, and enough wealth that there is an abundance to share, to be generous with. Okay. So we're looking at a very positive change coming up ahead. We're looking at a very positive personal growth coming up ahead. And it really does seem to be indicating a change in the way that you go about life day to day. A fundamental change there that's going to take place, allowing your heart to feel more full, allowing your soul to feel more fulfilled. Okay, let's go to some oracle cards for guidance, and I really love to use these. Now, this is Chabyrinthe, and it's actually a kids card game for parties, but the illustrations in the card are so good, and with the numerical guidance along with them too. And so they just work really well as oracle cards. And I'm looking for what might be relevant here, and I think we're going to get two cards to help us with our Mooncat reading. So we're calling again to Cat Spirit Guide. Our Cat Spirit Guide. There's so many different kinds of cats, aren't there? Let's not forget the big cats of the world. Okay. So here is the first oracle card. And this, with the number 4, it means we're thinking about our foundation. What gives us a strong sense of security in life? A strong sense of independent security in life. And when I see this card, every time I think of Harry Potter catching the snitch. This cat is trying to catch the bird, and has to be quite ingenious to get it done, quite inventive and ingenious and creative. And so this is what you're heading into, your energy of finding your way to that firm foundation in your life. It's going to take this cat. This cat had to come up with the idea of using its little tail to fly like a helicopter, and then had to believe in the idea enough to take a flying leap off of a rooftop to go after and try to catch that bird. Okay. So we can almost look at the golden snitch or this poor bird like quintessence, finding the essential essence of life. Okay, and you can see just why I love these cards. They are so creative. The cat had to find its own solution, had to be very creative and inventive, and then had to take that leap of faith and trust in their vision. And so this is the advice from Cat Spirit today, to have those qualities as you make your choice going forward. Be creative, be inventive, have courage and faith, believe in yourself, take that leap, and you will fly. Of course, again, dealing with the foundation, this card is about the challenges we face, and sometimes things we think we want. So food, these little creatures representing food or prey for the cat, the bird in this card, the mouse in this one. It's like that really great and wonderful thing that you chase after because it's so desirable. And in this card, it's pure and golden. It's the quintessence of the essential essence of life, as I was saying. But in this card, it's a tormentor. That's that struggle that we were talking about, the struggle between the head and the heart. Sometimes we think that success is defined in earthly terms, and it's hard to get over that idea. Okay. So this cat is being horribly tortured and tormented by what it thinks it wants. And this has it bound so that it feels like it can't escape. And as long as that mouse is there, the cat is going to find it very difficult to get out of that situation. All right, so the point being that sometimes we have to let go of what we thought we wanted to realize what we truly do want. I'm going to use a hypothetical example. Okay, well, actually, I have a true example. Let's say there's a girl who is an incredibly talented artist, and the talent just comes naturally to her. And she's very good at drawing in a particular style. And everybody sees and is amazed by the beauty of the work that this girl can produce. But this girl has very traditional parents, and these parents don't believe that art can make money. And they're very concerned about their daughter's ability to provide for herself and not have to count on someone else. And so they are pressing her to be a dentist. For some reason, her parents got it in their head that being a dentist is a very secure and intelligent thing to do. And they push her, become a dentist. You'll make a lot of money, And the girl is dismayed. Because instead of seeing the value of her art, instead of seeing the uniqueness of being so talented so naturally and so easily and so young. And instead of valuing that in herself, she hears what her parents say. She feels like she doesn't have a choice. She feels weighted down by this idea that she has to become a dentist. This is the idea that torments her and binds her and doesn't allow her spirit to be free. But who's to say that there isn't a way for her art to make her incredibly wealthy and successful, like the Six of Pentacles here promises? And so that is where the illusion aspect comes in, where we may feel like we're bound to something that torments. Being a dentist would make this poor girl miserable. It's not in her nature. It's not what she wants. It has nothing to do with who she is. It's just an idea her parents had about an easy way to be successful. Let's continue receiving guidance from Cat Spirit using the Fantasy Cats Oracle. Does anyone out there have a good suggestion for cards that start to bend in the box? Like all my cards are curling, but they're in their box. I would be so happy to receive your suggestions in the comments below. Oops. Okay, we want to really pay attention to this one. All right, this card is just lovely. It is the card of cuddling. Make sure you get a nice clear view of that card. And I'm going to set it up here, and I'm going to actually read from the Oracle book, because the advice here is very well written, and it just seems to be coming straight from the spirit guide. So let's go ahead and read that together. So we have that card of cuddling. Okay. Draw your desire close to you with affection and appreciation. Dreams are the guiding forces of life. Align your intention and desire with the outcome you wish for. Think of how it will feel to hold, caress, and love your desire or dream situation. Feel the dream dreaming you. Rumi reminds us, what you seek is seeking you. Create a bigger magnet and increase attraction by giving love and affection to all who cross your path and to all things which hold meaning for you. Imagine what you want. See the results you desire in your mind's eye. Taste and smell it as if it is already at hand. Behave as if you already hold your dreams. Soon enough, you will claim it and draw it close to your expansive heart. Let your dream and desire know it is safe in your soft and capable hands. Feel yourself being cuddled by the divine universal force. Allow yourself to stretch and languish at the invisible fingers of the creative principle. Release expectations. Enjoy intimacy without attachment, as our feline friends teach us so well. Internal fires are stoked by the energy of embracing connections. A single gesture is all it takes to provoke magnificent results when you move in the space of love. I think it was important to share that as it was written, because it is just, or as it is written, because it is just deeply thoughtful and meaningful. Okay, so there's powerful reinforcement in this message. The full moon was last week, but the full moon of this month is the growth moon. And this is definitely all about your personal growth and finding the way to be in your authentic truth and to express your authentic truth. And in this, and as you find this, you will find success. You find mild acclaim. This isn't looking like grand fame, world fame, but you may have some touch of that. And then mostly what you will have is an abundance of enough that you are able to be generous of spirit. And who do you want to give something to? As that will be an important part of it. Cat spirit guides remind us to follow our dreams, to be creative and innovative, and to trust in the choices that we make, to make choices that do not torment us. There's a lot of ways to excuse away a tormenting situation. And it's harder to look at the truth and admit that you got to change it. You got to change it up. You got to go a different way. And that is precisely what must be done here in order to gain your firm sense of a strong foundation in life. That concludes this month's Mooncat reading. Thank you for watching. And if you've enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button near the bottom of the screen. If you're enjoying this video, you may want to consider my channel. There are many videos there, and if something's calling out to you, it may just have a message you need to hear. Most of all, I'm so glad you came by today to receive this message. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in another reading.